They call them the con artists. I like that. I saw that, man. That's pretty good. It's a cool nickname.
And mentioned how rewarding it was to get the win in Denver for Russ. He said you gave out a penny game ball. Is that something that you've done often? Is it rewarding for you to get that win for him?
You know, none of your businesses, respectfully. There's certain things that go on among teams that I don't talk about. Whether it gets out or how it gets out is unimportant to me, and I'm not overly guarded against it. But it's just certain things as a leader that I talk to the collective about that I have zero intentions of sharing with the larger public, because it's about our collective and how we come together and how we appreciate and support one another. And, you know, I can't give you all the ingredients to the hot dog. You might not like it.
G'day, Steeler Nation. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. If you haven't heard the Mike Tomlin press conference already, go to the Pittsburgh Steelers YouTube channel and find it. It is hilarious. I understand that some people don't like Mike Tomlin, but I absolutely love him. And that's why I love him, because he's so clear and direct, and he's like not taking any BS from any reporter. The reporters sometimes ask some stupid questions. During the whole press conference, he was telling the audience, telling the press, telling the media, telling the fans out there, what is it? The situation with Russell Wilson right now is there is no speculation. You can't overhype things, or you can't, there's no should it happen or won't it happen, and what's going to be, who's going to be there, what's going to happen there, right? Right now, as much as people don't like it, Russell Wilson is still quarterback number one. However, he's hurt, and the fact that he's hurt, they're playing Justin Fields at quarterback number two, moving into quarterback number one. That's what we have right now. So they're not going to speculate or over-exaggerate anything. Mike Tomlin is saying QB1 is hurt. Right now he's hurt. And QB2, Justin Fields, we're preparing QB2, Justin Fields to be QB1. That's what I see. If you guys don't like that and you want to have quarterback number two in there, you want to have quarterback number three in there, that's fine. That is your discussion, your opinion. But I go off what Mike Tomlin is saying is Russell Wilson right now is quarterback number one, and he's not healthy. They're playing quarterback number two, Justin Fields. I'm happy with both quarterbacks. But I do want to play this soundbite one more time to a certain point, because it's really, really funny.
Justin mentioned how rewarding it was to get the win in Denver for Russ. He said you gave out a penny game ball. Is that something that you've done often? Is it rewarding for you to get that win for him?
You know, none of your businesses, respectfully. There's certain things that go on among.
None of your businesses, respectfully. Now, I'm pretty sure that is Brooke Pryor from ESPN, and we all know, or if you don't know, in Steeler Nation, there's an ongoing battle between Mike Tomlin and Brooke Pryor, asking silly questions and getting, I guess, silly answers back to her. I think in the media that, Mike Tomlin doesn't like Brooke Pryor. She's always trying to stir the narrative, stir the pot, stir this, and I think that's a lot of reason why I respect Mike T, because I think the media does that. They grab something, they grab an article, and they twist it on their head. Now, there are good media publications out there, but from what I see, most of all, it's around 7 out of 10 or 70% of media outlets grab something, turn it on his head. And even YouTube channels do the same thing too. I saw a Broderick Jones thing where he was apparently dissing out and saying Mike Tomlin was the worst coach, and he was using a quote against him. But Mike Tomlin didn't say that kind of stuff. People grab media, they grab certain spots to fit their narrative. I don't do that here on this channel. I'm 100% honest, and I will always speak with integrity. I will not change what Mike Tomlin said and make a narrative out of nothing. All the media does that stuff. When he says this, the question was asked about the petty ball. I guess the petty ball is maybe something where you didn't play. I don't even really know. Maybe the Russell Wilson got a petty ball because Justin Fields talked about that the other day. Petty ball is he didn't play, but here's a football because we beat the Denver Broncos. I don't know what it is, but then Mike Tomlin goes on to say, maybe you don't want all the ingredients for the hot dog because it would change your mind or something like that. Right? I've completely stuffed it up. But anyways, when he's talking about this, it's like an in-house thing. And respectfully, we don't need to tell the media or people what a petty ball means. So you wouldn't want to know what's inside the hot dog, inside the meat. Mike Tomlin, I think, is just a bit over the media. Now, I want to transition for a little bit. I want to talk about we have some new transactions too before I come back on the Mike Tomlin topic. We have some transactions here. We have now placed linebacker Tyler Matakevich on a reserve injured list. I think he'll be out for at least 4 games. Signed cornerback James Pierre and DB Deshaun Jameson to the practice squad, and terminated contracts Zion Gilbert and receiver Shaquan Davis from the practice squad. So it's unfortunate to see. I think Tyler Matakevich had a hamstring, and he's moved to the reserve list and signed James Pierre to the practice squad. I could see them activating James Pierre from the practice squad and becoming one of their gunners. Maybe not straight away from in the first week or so, but James Pierre was a former cornerback for us. He played cornerback. He's played gunner. He's played teams. So they might get him, ready and going to be a gunner on our team. The gunner position hasn't been the most flashy in the first 2 games or even preseason. And now that Tyler Matakevich is out, you might see Terrell Edmonds break the lineup to be safety, to be, I don't know, one of the blokes on kickoff return or punt return. So that is some not huge news, but some news that Matakevich is out. James Pierre is in. And then also you might see Terrell Edmonds become part of the kickoff return and also, join the lineup. Another thing I want to talk about too today is I guess I've covered it. Russell Wilson, I still think is quarterback number 1, even though that Fields is playing quarterback number 2 reps. And Tomlin has talked about that numerous times. He's getting very annoyed and sick of it. He's pretty much saying, right now we can't speculate what is happening. Russell Wilson is out. Justin Fields is in. Another thing I heard in the, and I want to talk about, I just wrote down my notes. I want to talk about is the Broderick Jones situation, right? I talked about this yesterday, that Broderick Jones made a lot of penalties and flags, and I didn't think he could have a chance to be in the starting lineup. But Broderick Jones, in that interview with Mike Tomlin, I haven't got the soundbite, but in the interview, he says, we'll let Wednesday, Thursday, Friday be the judge of his participation inside this week. And he wants to give Broderick Jones an opportunity to work back into the lineup. It's a pretty good look. Mike Tomlin did the right thing by benching Jones after those really 3 bad flags, which held the drive. But at the same time, now you're not going to. I guess you won't ban him for the 17 weeks, but you might see him play depth behind Dan Moore, and Troy Falatana has now been named the starter at right tackle. So he's going to give him reps and opportunities to overcome what he did bad. And that is also a sign of a good coach. I do see a lot of heat around the internet and around the Facebook Twitterverse is, Mike Tomlin doesn't know where to put him. But Mike Tomlin also said in the press conference that he can now see that Broderick Jones can play tackle on both sides. And he's the best person to play both right tackle and left tackle. And also, I think Jones is getting quite a lot of heat for no reason. He's a second-year player. He's got an injury at the moment. Yes, he played some really bad snaps. They're going after Mike Tomlin, saying they should be playing him left tackle. But at the same time, when you really look at it, Dan Moore's doing good things. And even Mike Tomlin talked about that. Mike Tomlin said that Dan Moore is capable, doing good things, and he's doing Dan Moore things. Dan Moore also gets a lot of flack too. I don't know why. Steeler Nation, we want to put out the best 5 linemen that we see. And right now, it's Dan Moore, it's Anderson filling in for Isaac Siamalo, it's Zach Frazier going into his 3rd game as a center, and he's doing pretty good things out there. He's a rookie, but he's doing good things. Then we have James Daniels. Then next to him, we have Troy Falatana, who missed the 1st game, and we have him playing, hopefully, the 2nd game versus the Chargers. And Broderick Jones, he's got to get another chance and opportunity to come back. But it's not like they're going to trade him away or he's a bust. They're going to sit him on the bench. No, you're going to put Jones back in the lineup or back in the depth chart behind those 2 players, make him the swing tackle where he can fill in for Falatana, or he can fill in for Jones if injury does happen. Or even Mike Tomlin said he's not against rotating the best player, but right now I think he sees the best player being Troy Falatana at the right. So I see it. There's a few things. I see a lot of heat going towards Jones for no real reason, because it's part of football and you have to get better. You make mistakes or you get better. And also there's a lot of heat saying towards Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin can't coach and put Jones in the right position. But Mike Tomlin just said that they're playing him both the right tackle and the left tackle. And also he's injured as well. So you go with the best 5. The best 5 is what I label for. It's Dan Moore. It's the other bloke, Troy Falatana at the right position. And Broderick Jones has another opportunity to be a tackle, maybe down the line, and maybe throughout practice and gets better. But he takes a seat for now. So I want to talk about that, right? Now, also, I wanted to talk about too. One last thing was, I don't know if I have it. Do I have it? No, I haven't got it, but I will bring it up now if I can. Mike Tomlin was also talking about the receiver position, and he pretty much just said, "No, there's nothing behind it." So Mike Tomlin was asked the question. I'm just going to my notes on my internet, and it says Mike Tomlin says he's not concerned with lack of production behind George Pickens. Now, I think everyone else is. Someone asked Mike Tomlin, "Are you concerned with the lack of production behind George Pickens?" Mike Tomlin had a clear answer: "I'm not." Now, I understand in the speculation world, in the world of we should trade for everyone, trade for receiver, trade for this guy, trade for that guy, right? I get that. As a fan, you want to improve the team, with our thinking. But think about what Mike Tomlin's talking about. He just told you he's not concerned about the receiver position. Now, of course, can Van Jefferson, Calvin Austin, Scotty Miller, Skornick, anyone playing that position, can they get better reps? 100%. But has the normal processes of the offense been working so far? It's run the ball, time of possession. If you get a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, you might go for a quarterback sneak run, or you might do a design quarterback run, or you might roll out to the right-hand side and find Frymouth, or roll out to the left-hand side and find Darnell or whoever, and you move the sticks. And he was also asked about that Mike Tomlin had seen 12 passes going deep. But if you start doing incomplete passes or interception passes, and this was the from the Falcons week 1, where every ball was going to the sideline and only 2 or 3 deep, right? Mike Tomlin isn't worried about that. In the press conference I heard, he wants this team to hold possession of the ball, move the sticks, run the rock, and get short passes to allow this team to hold the possession and get field goals. I understand fans want to see the big bomb towards George Pickens, which we did see, but there was holding calls on that too. I'm not too worried about this position where we have to go and get receiver 2, and nor is Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin clearly said, "I'm not worried," and here's why. So anyways, guys, it's a big recap, but basically, in a nutshell, if you made it this far, Mike Tomlin has said that Russell Wilson is quarterback number 1, and he's not speculating over anything else. He's getting Justin Fields ready to be quarterback number 1 again, and he's doing a great job. And imagine this. Imagine if Justin Fields fills in, he goes 3-0, they bring back Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is a better quarterback than Justin Fields. He's throwing 2 or 3 touchdowns, and that is one of the most genius moves that we've seen in Steelers history, that you go and get Fields to step in and play for 2 or 3 games to get you 3 wins, and then the better quarterback emerges from outer space, that is Russell Wilson, to get touchdowns, to get better quarterback play. I'm not saying that Fields isn't doing a bad job. I'm just saying maybe Russell Wilson could be the better quarterback from the 2. And then you're thinking, whoa, Mike Tomlin just did everything correct. He went with pole position number 1, which is Russell Wilson. Fields stepped in while he was hurt. He got him back to 100%. Now we're sitting with a team with good quarterback play from Wilson, being 3-0 after the Chargers. They're going with Fields. Mike Tomlin also said he's not worried about Broderick Jones and his development. They're going to get him a chance to prove his wrongs. And like I said, with the pity ball, we'll play it one more time. We'll get out of here. With the pity ball, Mike Tomlin is pretty much saying keep it in-house, and respectfully, you don't need to hear what's going on. Anyway, Steeler Nation, I'll see you later.
Justin mentioned how rewarding it was to get the win in Denver for Russ. He said you gave out a penny game ball. Is that something that you've done often? Is it rewarding for you to get that win for him?
None of your businesses, respectfully. There's certain things that go on among teams that I don't talk about. Whether it gets out or how it gets out is unimportant to me, and I'm not overly guarded against it. But it's just certain things as a leader that I talk to the collective about that I have zero intentions of sharing with the larger public, because it's about our collective and how we come together and how we appreciate and support one another. And, I can't give you all the ingredients to the hot dog. You might not like it.